Alrighty, so I'm taking a beautiful drive right now in the middle of this hurricane or whatever thing it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to get sushi because my mom made chili and I don't want to. Anyway, I want fucking sushi, so I ordered sushi. I ordered sushi anyway. I'm gonna go get the sushi. That's it. So basically, funny story, I'm talking in the chat with my buddies and all that stuff, and they're talking about some post that Lars Ulrich made, drummer from Metallica, made about the snare drum in the St. Anger video. I mean, not the St. Anger video, in the St. Anger album. The snare drum, and he stands by that snare drum, blah, 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 blah. And a buddy of mine, Chico, was making a comment that he's just like this super mega ultra troll and always has been and always will type of deal.
This is how you take a normal, good sounding snare drum and turn it into the complete abortion of St. Anger. Okay, you ready? So what you do is you disconnect. You see that thing up there? Yeah. That's called the snare. That's the actual snare. So rock and roll. St. Anger.
Honestly, it's a funny story with the St. Anger album. Everybody hates Metallica's St. Anger album, and it's like I don't get it. I really don't get it. I can't try to. I can't. But I will, and I can completely understand and tell you, if I don't die on the way to get sushi, why is the fact that I cannot understand why people hate the fucking St. Anger album from Metallica. Basically, why I can't understand that is because way back when, don't remember, but the WWE had a pay-per-view, and they used the song from Metallica, the St. Anger song.
Oh, I love Led Zeppelin!
Literally the St. Anger song. Was in a pay-per-view, I believe it was like New Year's Revolution or something, I don't know, no Way Out, I'm not even sure, I'll put something in there. But either way, they used that song as part of the promo. Back then, I didn't have anybody really close to me that was listening to like heavy music or anything like that, so I didn't have anywhere to plug it out. And yes, kiddies, this was before the time where you could just find music.
Boomer, whatever you say, Boomer.
Back then, you had to go to a record shop. You actually had to have like physical money. There was not a back door to a record shop where you could just take the album and just roll on.
Droga!
No, you actually had to pay for that fucking shit. So basically, I didn't have any money back then, so it was difficult to get like new music, and the internet was just garbage back then, so really downloading wasn't a thing. So, well, it kind of was. The whole Napster thing had already happened.
So why don't you go and sue Napster, you little Danish twat?
But not here in Puerto Rico anyway. Internet here was garbage. So basically, not having anything else but the WWE to show me all these fascinating bands,
I love Led Zeppelin!
I just was very curious about that Metallica album. Later on that year, I think I went to like this summer camp thing because my parents didn't want to deal with me because I have ADHD. But either way, I went to that summer camp, and really cool. One of my camp counselors listened to like rock music and heavy music and whatnot, and he had that CD of Metallica. He knew that I wanted it, and he was more than willing to just give me that album of Metallica. Unbeknownst to me, it was because it was pure garbage to his, palate. But to me, it's not. It's literally the first album of Metallica that I've ever had. If I'm not mistaken, like the first solid like band album that I've ever had as well, like rock and shit. And it's just, I played that album endlessly on a fucking loop on my CD player day and fucking night. I know every fucking riff in that album. I know every word. Like, I completely love that album. Sucks completely because the entire Metallica community does not feel the same. I have barely seen most of those songs ever even performed live.
Do some St. Anger stuff. We haven't done it in a long time. And it's one of the albums that it's either your real favorite or you lost track of it. But it never goes away. It's one of those albums that you keep coming back to it and you go, damn, there's some good songs on there. And why don't you guys play some of them? So we will.
And I love like all that shit. Songs that people hate, like Frantic. I like it. I dig it. I love the fucking album. But people fucking hate it and don't even get it and hate me a little bit for saying that I like that album. But as my friend Chico and Manny said, it sounds a little bit like nostalgia. It might be nostalgia. I'm pretty sure it's gotta be fucking nostalgia. So, but whatever. If one of these days when I meet Metallica in person, I promise there will be a video of us discussing this. I'm gonna sit down with Lars and I'm gonna tell him the story. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little piece of my brain with you. Check you later.
A lot of the younger bands don't really have anything too original or new to offer. They just do and repeat things that have really already been done, 5 years ago by other bands. And that's where I think we're a little different.